matter of urgent public importance pursuant to Order 8, Rule 5.2 of our House rules. Mr. Speaker, I bring this on my behalf and on behalf of the Southeast Caucus of this 10th House of Representatives. Mr. Speaker, this motion is titled, Need to Investigate the Ugly and Discriminatory Practices in the Recruitment of Resident Doctors by the Chief Medical Director of the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital. Mr. Speaker, the gist of the motion is that this federal institution has decided to reject fresh graduates who are supposed to do their mandatory one-year housemanship on grounds of their state of origin. The Chief Medical Director is insisting that only indigents from his state will be admitted. This is in spite of the fact that this is a federal institution. So, Mr. Speaker, we are convinced that this is in very gross violation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So in the circumstance, Mr. Speaker, we pray this House to consider and approve this matter as one of urgent public importance. And secondly, Mr. Speaker, to suspend Order 8, Rule 5.3 to allow debate on this matter forthwith. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder, Honorable Gaza.
Speaker, my esteemed colleagues, my name is Gaza Jonathan Befi, and I represent the people of Karu, Kefi, Kokona, Federal Constituency of Nasarawa State, and I remain a horse rider, a member of the Social Democratic Party, the SDP. I rise to second this all-important motion, bordering on the federal character principle that is enshrined in our Constitution, that this matter is important and it be given the necessary attention it requires, as moved by my colleague, Honorable Igariwe from Igbo. I so second.
Of this motion, should say aye. Those against should say nay. Let's have it. Second leg of the motion. Honorable Abiente.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my very distinguished colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I represent Andoni Opupu Nkora Federal Constituency. Our Nombeg Dagomie Abiante is the name. Mr. Speaker, I rise to the second leg, which implies that this motion is terribly, terribly important and it should be considered now because it has very grave constitutional implications. It borders on discrimination. So we don't have to give room, give space for things like this to continue. We need to find out what the challenges are, and if the allegations are correct, find a way to ameliorate them before they escalate. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, my colleagues. I second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable Igaru.
Mr. Speaker, the motion is titled, Need to Investigate the Ugly and Discriminatory Practices in the Recruitment of Resident Doctors by the Chief Medical Director of the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital is a component of the University of Calabar, a federal institution that was established as a center of excellence in learning and in conduct. Mr. Speaker, the House also notes that recent disturbing reports in the print, electronic, and social media that the Chief Medical Director of the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital, Professor Ikpeme, rejected a list of 17 newly graduated medical doctors posted to the institution by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, NMDC, that's the regulatory body of teaching hospitals, for one-year mandatory housemanship. Disturbed that the Chief Medical Director of the UCTH, Professor Ikpeme, rejected the entire list of 17 names on the ground that 15 of the 17 names are of Igbo extraction. Mr. Speaker, informed that in spite of entreaties from the National Association of Resident Doctors of the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital and the Nigerian Medical Association Cross River Branch, Professor Ikpeme has stood his ground to reject the list on account of the high number of Igbo applicants therein. Alarmed that by rejecting a bona fide list of medical doctors sent to him by the regulatory body, that's the Nigerian Medical and Dental Council, on ground of tribe and region, Professor Ikpeme is in dangerous violation of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that seeks to protect citizens from discrimination on account of tribe and tongue. Concerned that Professor Ikpeme's conduct is further compounding the challenges confronting our healthcare system and the efforts of the current administration, being that Nigeria's fragile healthcare system is facing a critical manpower deficit, as the number of licensed doctors has dropped to about 40,000, far below the estimated 300,000 needed to adequately serve Nigeria's healthcare needs. Mr. Speaker, this House frowns at the conduct of this highly placed federal officer that encourages brain drain in the health sector and, more importantly, further fractures the delicate ethnic fault lines of our union, leading to divisiveness, insecurity, and instability. Mr. Speaker, the House resolves to 1. Mandate the Committee on Health Institutions to immediately commence investigation of the allegations contained in this motion and report back to the House within 4 weeks. Secondly, call for immediate suspension of Professor Ikpeme Asanye Ikpeme by the Federal Ministry of Health to ensure he does not interfere with the investigation to be conducted by the Committee on Health Institutions. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, I so move.